Hi everyone, welcome to this week's phonics video. So next week we will be learning more about adjacent consonants, and this is something that is completely new that we have just introduced, and they are not digraphs. So we've talked about a consonant are two consonants that work together. They might be at the beginning of a word or they might be at the end of a word, and they were traditionally called blends. So they it's a strategy to help us read, but we don't call them blends anymore. We call them adjacent consonants. That's their name. So here are some examples of the ones that we will be teaching next week, and perhaps we can do our tap and swipe together. So here we go. K, plank. Spoon. Skunk. Crust. Now it's your turn. Can you tap and swipe those words? So the reason we teach these words is because it's very easy to leave out the adjacent consonants when we're reading. So it's very easy for us to sound but just say pank, for example. So a strategy for reading these words would be to use the sound button. So here we go. Plank, or spoon, skunk, crust. So if we were going to do one of these is really important the children could hold up this many fingers to represent each phoneme in a word, and it really helps them make sure that they're hearing all of the letters correctly. And this is also really important in their writing, because a lot of times in our writing now, children are leaving out phonemes because the words are getting longer, they're getting trickier. We're no longer writing words like cat and dog, or we're writing these longer words with adjacent consonants in. So let's do one together. So let's have a go at skunk. So it'd be, here we go. Here we go. Excuse my writing, obviously you can do it much neater than this. Here we go. Under the umbrella we ask. Here we go. There we go. And here we go. We're also beginning to teach actually as a digraph, so that's a bit of a trick there. That's a bit of a change. So those could be adjacent consonants, the N and the K, because it is two consonants together, but it's also, we teach it at SMUPS as a digraph as well, as in have a think. So adjacent consonants, very tricky, but really, really helpful for the children to learn. And it's also important because they are learning what the difference are between vowels and consonants. So vowel, we could do the long vowel sound, for example, A, E, I, O, U, or the short vowel sound, A, E, I, O. Those are the vowel sounds, and we have been teaching the vowel digraphs. For example, a vowel digraph would be any digraph that has a vowel at the beginning. So like owl, brown cow, it's one of our vowel digraphs. Or a snail in the rain is a vowel digraph because it has a vowel at the beginning. So it's a really useful tool for the children in year one to start to think about what's a vowel and what's a consonant. Why is it called a vowel digraph? And it stops them getting maybe that W and that O the wrong way around when they're spotting the digraphs in our words when we're being phoneme detectives. So Alongside that, we also teach them what a consonant is. So a consonant is any other letter in the alphabet, and an adjacent consonant are two consonants together. So I know this is there's a lot of different vocabulary here when we're teaching phonics, but it's really important that the children use the words like phoneme for sound. They use grapheme to show which means what the letter looks like, but also vocabulary like vowel and consonant, adjacent consonant. And the children love it. They love learning a really exciting new tricky word. And then also next week, we will be learning to write the tricky words was and you. And it's really important we do a lot about our tricky words and how you can't sound them out, but it's always a little bit of fun to sound them out to see, does it sound right? No, it doesn't. Was. No, it's not was, it's was. We know that A is making an O sound, so it's really important to talk about why they're tricky. And Y. Ooh, it's not ooh, digraph, poo at the zoo. It's an O and a U. So that's a tricky word as well. And then also we're learning to read tricky word said and tricky word so. So once again, it's not aid. No, that doesn't sound right. It's ed. So the A and the I is actually making an eh sound. And so, so it's not an O at the end, it's not so. It's that O is making an O, long vowel sounds. O. So that was a bit of a tricky video with lots and lots of vocabulary, but hopefully this is really useful for you as parents to be able to understand what your children are talking about when they come home from school, obviously, and talk about the wonderful phonics learning that we're doing. So keep practicing that tapping and swiping at home, keep practicing that letter formation at home, and of course, as always, please keep reading at home 5 times in a week to improve that fluency. And what a fantastic job you're all doing at the moment, because the children are really loving their phonics and loving their reading. So thank you. Bye-bye.